Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising to the ahuuakhnation group chat. This are the kind of information we keep, know, and share. A lot of these things we do in our court system by way of paperwork from a place within the court. And when I do that thing, the court itself was blown away, could not handle it. Both the criminal nor the traffic court cannot handle the documents on place in the court. Because I take over the court every single time. Every single time people is being presented in the table. I've done it and I have certified copy here. You understand? So this is why when a man say I'm going to give me psychological evaluation and lock me up, if not for those documents there, or documents are placed on the public record, they could have do all of that. Who could have stopped the government of Jamaica from locking me up in a prison and keep me there? Who? No man. You understand? Because the police officer was stopping me work for the very state of confusion, which is that government corporate construct. You understand?
Jaguar.
The detective with his boss work for the very same state.
Anna, my king.
The court system is from the state. All its employees, that's where you find conflict of interest, people. When there should be separation of powers, there is no such thing here. And everything is being presumed until you choose to rebut it. This was the importance of me opening my court for the first time here on the island. This was when I placed my own evidence upon the court. This is why I said me have a plethora of paperwork in them court system. And at the time, everybody did have to go back to school. Because they not comprehend what it is. So even when the judge, the very first judge will recognize this thing and show respect and maintain him honor, is the very same judge will give him a psychological evaluation, which is the Honorable Chief Judge Chester Brooks. Yeah, man, this is a very man where bowed to me 3 times and put him on up in the ear, signifying that Freemason, Mason is in trouble. That's what the signal mean when they say a man put it like when a man stick you up and hands in the air. You understand? When they say the judge do that and bow, that's when you unseat them and them respect the thing. And that's because of the information we share. When it come on to the back and forth with these people, are the only way I can learn. And then are the only way I can demonstrate these things. Because when we end up in prison, most people don't ever comprehend what that was. I'm subtly express it already. And I can probably try to express it again now. When the police officer Martin Dale tried to charge me with an antique knife for me carry in a court, where I say it's on the key ring. And it was in my hand the whole time. All of that was bullshit setup. You see, when him arrest me, just when them say sign, you see, when you go research that document, you go see it's a Linton-Neil EX. Right, there's some, everything there's some null and void. And at the very same thing, when I go back to court for place some document on the court record, then block me and deny me access. Me have all of them proved. You understand? And the only reason why them blocked me is because I went there the very same day after court. I should have get there at least a day before, 2-3 days before. But again, at them time that me have service the public record. When me have any resource coming in at the office of the public record get service. This is the information when me I tell the item about. This is the way where you not gonna know about. I'm not teaching on the school. This is a concept when me I bring. This is why I'm asked what is most I do you guys foundation. Most site when I created from the corporate construct, which is an artificial entity, which is not real. I don't know nothing about the public record or its function. Most people don't have access to it. And you have to go in at the county of tyranny where you're born to gain that access. You're not going to do it from any kind of corrupted instrumentality. And this is where our people not grasp. So my thing is always a little bit different. You approach it different. This is why, for me, going to court now, I'm quite sure the government of Jamaica will not permit me to enter them court system. They will not permit me to enter them court system. Why is that? Because I already set up everybody, any and everybody we associated with my case. Because them give me a case number and them have to assign judicial officers or court officers to those cases. So you say anybody and everybody we associated by name, you understand, within my case, no, they can be held liable. They know that. I'm show them that. And that was part of the discussion with most people that know I'm inside of the court. The very last court. This was when Chief Judge, Madam Maddox, expressed to me, say, yes, there's a conspiracy, and yes, and yes, and yes. So most of you people won't have them access to. Most of you people do not have a clue. And then you have a lot of these. That's why me always will have a writ against some of these educated people. The one that are going to the foreign institution, come out and act as if they are so bright and then not have this kind of knowledge. The attorneys were, present themselves as the elite class. Yet a man like me destroy every single one of them. So when you see me end up in a prison, I never did for come out of prison. You understand? Because the foreign psychologists, the Dr. Ho, all of them, man, they are some, them that on the demonic side. This is what I can tell you. And when you look on Dr. Ho, he's a little man about almost 4 inches tall, 4 feet tall. 4 feet and a little bit, one little small body man where if you ever see him, breathe, blow him down. But these are the people where them have in a certain position for when all a man like I or people like I step forward, shut you down and say you're crazy. And then we use brute force. And if them can't stop you that way, them just kill you. So this is why I stay upon the lawful side of the issue and say truth. But it's just my truth. I'm gonna have to experience their own truth, and this is where the problem is. Most of our people choose to live vicariously for others. Oh, they want a Marcus Garvey. Oh, they want a Malcolm X. Hey, they want a Bob Marley. Some kind of figurehead where the adversary can easily tackle. But a man like me just push information. So when you move or tackle the information stay on into perpetuity. That's what the public record is for. That's why there is no court system here. Once me prepare a document and then discover that I'm the one who is there or my interest is there, the court do not want to mess around with not the Ahuuak Indian nation, not this society. And I've proved it on more than 1, 2, 3 occasions, more than 4. I've proven that. What I'm not going to do is get involved anymore.
Give thanks.
And what I'm not going to do is if people not put themselves in a certain position, structure themselves a certain way, I'll leave them out there to stand on their own. I say when someone act like on a too bright, I don't want to think on it is. I want to feel like when I want to remove oneself from what is organic, what is authentic from the truth, then on the other have to stand on our own 2 feet out there. The people we are going to choose to align with what I'm trying to do. And then I'm going to start back for. That's who me have to go really push this influence for. Not everybody. Because everybody have different agendas. Everybody have different allegiances. And the more I discover these things, I just say give thanks. What I'll do is share information. So all of y'all can improve yourself. But when it comes on to the application of the information, that's something else. You understand? And you have to have standing. You get me? So many shall be called, but very few shall be chosen. That's natural. And the people then were the truth, the unique things then. Such as what you say we are do. We not just bring the cliche information, not the cliche information. We bring the information that's always been there, but it's just certain people will get it and keep it to themselves and create teaching institutions and act as if them a creator. You understand? And fool a mass of people when all you have to do is apply yourself and align yourself with truth, irrespective of how it is. Most people take exception to I because I'm in an Ivy League, because I'm in a colonial institutionalized. So them rather learn from I in the private, in the quiet. You understand? And then I acknowledge and say, gratitude king, salute king, honor king. Then I do that. You understand? They just sit still like intellectual pirates. And then just suck from you. And suck from you. And then go somewhere else and act as if, whoa, they discover these things. That kind of information you will never be taught in no colonial institution. So no man, we are saying have any kind of degree, can come in front of a man like me and tell me, say, boy, I ain't gonna learn this at school. No. You learn it from people like I, such as I, a plain man. Because of other people make sacrifice, live and die to share them kind of information, yeah. Yet, when this kind of information is presented, it's only a few can cipher it if them have access. It's only a very few can apply it. So Ian there, I'm quite sure Ian have this information. What how much problem Ian still have within that corporate system. And Ian is still preparing to go back to somebody's prison. And this is why I say, why you look on it that way Ian? Or you can't lift off of that side of the thing and get over here on this side. Where you make sure, say, you know, make a man destroy you then, but your information stand. But this commercial side of phone thing, Ian's thing, that has spoiled it. Yeah man, you can't want Babylon riches and them illusional finances. And then you want to say you're of the Most High. When with the Most High, you already have everything. So this is where I draw my line. So freedom is just that. Anything woman have is just that. And I as a free man is just that. Now if never do commercial business, there's an entity where me have out there will deal with that. And I govern and control that entity. That's all it is. So I don't give away nothing. I don't consent to nothing. I'm not under a contract with no foreign entity. I create all my contracts. This is why I hear myself we create documents. And we place documents on public record where when it go unrebutted, word for word, it become law or law. Just like how Babylon can create their laws. But my people not reach that level yet. Our egos has become our obstacle. And too much of we want to act as if we know when we don't even have a clue. Totally clueless. Babies, neophyte, beginners, just a learn. Yet, we want to purport ourselves as if, listen, I have no problem directing people to the source. You understand? This is why I share platforms and so on and go look. Why? So you can develop. You understand? And when you develop, then you can become cognizant that it's not out there. It's always been within you. It's always been within you. But we have a lot of coward. We have a lot of softies. And this is why I say you don't have enough people such as I were really try to step lawfully and correctly and not necessarily a compromise or a sellout. You have a document out there, wise, concise handbook. Yeah man, when you're a free man and you want to deal with contract, have them document in your possession so when you have structure any kind of independent contract with you and anyone else, they can use those kind of instrument and information as guidelines. On this level, you're not supposed to call and say, hey. You understand? And everybody by now will know and should know that education is expensive. And correct knowledge, correct education is something else. Them things are priceless. And when we as a mustard seed push it and share certain information, it go over most on the head. Because I said, sure, we in a Ivy League and we not gay over here. And I love gay information. If a man not gay, sissified, you understand, Freemasonic down, who not believe in the information. If a man not in a 3-piece suit, clean cut, who not believe in the information. If foreign man not bring the information, who not believe it. So I allow my people to continue to suffer because it's their choice. God them choose to reject knowledge. And then when I come, when I make a suffering choice and try to bring forth a kind of suffrage and a man like I'm gonna report it, man, and say, I'm gonna fix it myself. Get the mess out of that thing. Or if you're a government employee, you just adjust yourself lawfully. That's it. Now, you have to learn how to do that. You understand? But people want to say, hey, give it to me. And when you walk in a university, you have to pay. Wake up, people. Wake up. We're not going to miss this boat. No different from the analogy of Noah. Y'all are going to miss the boat. Yeah, man. And it's all figuratively speaking.
Give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks. That are some of the information we share in our group chat accordingly, Yeah, man. I'm gonna wrap it up because I know say Open Diary is supposed to come forward later on with that set of information from the Israelite. Yeah, the original group of people perspective. So this is why I can say, I told you so. Because more time when we speak, people not really have interest. Because again, if we not sissify, people not really take notice. The information is not being promoted. And in a world where truth is void, when you come with truth, then yeah, you become the obstacle of ridicule. You know what I mean? You become a presumed threat because the state of confusion is such. Confusion, illusion, derision. That's what it is. And it starts from the county of tyranny. You get me, onto its instrumentalities. So let truth reign, though the heavens may fall. Let truth reign. Lightning slew all wicked. Yeah, man. Like oil and water in them vein. Earthquake, lightning, and thunder in them brain. Yeah, man. So my people have to find truth and use truth as our compass, irrespective of its form. If the truth are bearing a big cigar, me I hear what the truth I deal with and work with the truth. I don't care. If the truth I move with a chalice, smoke forwarding out of its nostrils, then what you think? Not true? I don't wanna lie. We dress up in a 3-piece suit. Me no wanna lie. We are on money and a drive. What the car, what the sister them like? Bentley? Nah, man. We not go bow or sell out or even compromise for no form of vanity. Truth we say, let truth reign. Though the heavens may fall, we not care. We don't care. Bring truth. Make us stand up on truth. And make good battle evil openly or even subversively. But it's good over evil. Let truth reign. Though the heavens may fall. I don't want truth. Well, free will. Free will. Complete gratitude, I people. The brave may fall but never yield. And we say, ahuuakh Indian nation, bold and brave, firm and strong. Salute.